giggles, it's Noxy, and it's Thursday, and it's Amber's birthday! Happy birthday, Amber! It's also 15 years today since the legendary Hogwarts battle in the 7th book took place. I'd like to take a moment for our fallen witches and wizards. Okay, so when I was younger, I used to love taking those sorting hat quizzes and finding out which house I was going to be in. And 90% of the time, I was in Gryffindor, while the other 10% I was in like Slytherin. But like, since you know the majority of them put me in Gryffindor, I figured that's what I was, and I acted accordingly. When I finally sorted myself via Pottermore, however, they put me in Slytherin. Now, 10% of those quizzes I took when I was little did put me in Slytherin, which did make me think about my feelings on whether or not I was in Slytherin or Gryffindor, and it turns out I don't mind being in either. So, I guess I'm a Slytherin now. The only problem is I don't have anything to represent Slytherin House, except for like an autographed picture of me and Tom Felton, who plays Draco. Yay! I really don't mind being in Slytherin. I don't mind being a Slytherin. I did take the test 2 more times, not because I wanted to see what else I would get or if I could get something else, but rather because when I play a game like that and I really like it, I often like to create multiple accounts, be friends with myself, and play it over and over again or whatever. So the second time, I got sorted into Gryffindor, which wasn't surprising. And then the third time, I actually did the quiz like opposite. Like I picked the answers that I never would have picked on my own myself. And I ended up with Ravenclaw, which is also not surprising because I feel like out of all the houses I relate to least would be Ravenclaw. So that all made sense. By the by, if any of you guys actually do play Pottermore like on a regular basis, I tend to go in and out months at a time or whatever. I don't really play that hardcore, but if you guys happen to be on Pottermore and want to add me as a friend, I can post all 3 of my accounts down below. As for my favorite characters, Fred and George are my absolute favorites, and coming in a close second, or would it be third since it's Fred and George, who's first? I don't know. Snape. Snape has always been a favorite of mine, and it's not actually because of the character in the book. I read the 1st through 5th books right before each movie. I didn't read them beforehand. After the 5th book, I read the 6th book and the 7th book like immediately. So for the 1st book, I already knew that Alan Rickman was going to be playing Snape, and I'm a fan of Alan Rickman, so Snape ended up being one of my favorite characters, whether or not he was a good guy. Like, that's just how it happened. So yeah, Fred, George, and Snape are my top 3. If I had to add another 3, that would be Dobby, Lupin, and Luna. I love all of those characters. Yeah, those are my favorites, definitely. I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say other than the fact that there are a lot of Hufflepuffs in our collab, and, you know, awesome. I have no problem with Hufflepuffs. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna go now.